appeal to you, my Lord, for only one thing. The Ogoni people have suffered tremendously in this country. They have made tremendous contribution to this country. The Niger Delta itself is in serious trouble.
The Niger Delta and the Ogoni land of Nigeria. The Niger Delta is rich in crude oil, and Ogoni land, a small region in Rivers State, Nigeria. Ogoni land became a major oil-producing area. Since the 1950s, Shell Petroleum Development Company had been extracting oil from the region. Over the decades, this led to massive environmental destructions. Oil spills poisoned farmland and rivers. Gas flaring polluted the air. The Ogoni people received no benefits from the oil wealth. Their land, health, and livelihoods were devastated. Ken Saro-Wiwa and the birth of MOSOP. Ken Saro-Wiwa, an Ogoni writer and activist, founded MOSOP, Movement for the Survival of the Ogoni People, in the early 1990s. MOSOP aimed to demand environmental justice, seek compensation for pollution, gain more autonomy for the Ogoni people. In 1990, MOSOP issued the Ogoni Bill of Rights, demanding political and economic self-determination, a halt to environmental degradation. MOSOP led nonviolent protests, which gained international support and media attention. By 1993, over 300,000 Ogonis participated in marches, calling out Shell and the Nigerian government. This bold resistance threatened powerful interests, and tensions escalated. In May 1994, for Ogoni chiefs, Albert Batty, Edward Kobani, Samuel Orage, and Theophilus Orage, allegedly opposed to Saro-Wiwa's leadership, were murdered during a meeting in Joku. Although Ken Saro-Wiwa was not present in the meeting, he and 8 other MOSOP leaders were arrested and accused of being behind the killings. Their names are Ken Saro-Wiwa, Barabar Bara, Nordo Iwo, Saturday Dobi, Daniel Boku, Felix Nuit, Paul Levula, John Quinnen, and Baranam Kayabel. The military regime of General Sani Abacha set up a special tribunal. The trial is criticized internationally for being deeply flawed. It had no proper legal defense for the accused, and allegedly involved bribed witnesses and lack of due process.
Before sentence was passed, in his last public statement, Ken Saro-Wiwa made a final appeal for the people of the Niger Delta.
There is no possibility whatsoever that I or MOSOP would ever have planned any such action. And I will forever disavow it, no matter what any forum decides upon. I appeal to you, my Lord, for only one thing. The Ogoni people have suffered tremendously in this country. They have made tremendous contribution to this country. The Niger Delta itself is in serious trouble. We need every assistance that we can get.
On the 31st of October, Ken Saro-Wiwa and 8 others were found guilty and sentenced to death by hanging.
Despite appeals, the Ogoni 9 were found guilty, and on November 10, 1995, they were hanged in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. This event triggered global outrage. Nigeria was suspended from the Commonwealth. International sanctions and condemnation followed. Activists accused Shell of complicity. The company denies wrongdoing. The executions became a symbol of corporate and state oppression. The Ogoni 9 are remembered as martyrs for environmental justice. Their story influenced global environmental and human rights movements. Legal cases against Shell continued for decades. In 2009, Shell admitted not guilty in a U.S. court and paid a settlement of $15.5 million to the families of the Ogoni 9. If you are not following this page, you may never see us again. But if you are, congratulations. You are learning something new every day.